Namaste to all legendary teachers. Welcome to Diksha Online Teachers Training, Course 1, Clep Evs textbook. This portfolio activity presented by G. Lakshmi Nasama, MBBS Guttur. Our portfolio activity is select any lesson in the textbook and make 45 minutes period plan by following the period plan steps. This is our portfolio activity. We have to prepare a period plan for 45 minutes for any lesson in our prescribed syllabus. Then name subject EVS, class 5th class, strength 42, time 45 minutes, and the chapter is migration of people. Period plan. Under the first one is learning objective. People will be able to use content specific vocabulary to describe human migration, differentiate between push factors and pull factors, describe the causes and affect relationships related to human migration. These are about the learning objectives. Then we will move on to learning outcomes. Students will be able to understand the concept of migration and its effects, know the reasons for migration of people, integrate ICT, gender sensitivity, and art with pedagogy of environmental studies. These are about learning outcomes. Then TLM. What are the TLM required for this period plan? Or flashcards, charts, textbooks, workbook, ICT, etc. Then next step under the period plan is introduction. Under introduction, there are greeting, warm-up activity, other things are there. First, we will go and discuss about the greeting. Under the teacher action, the teacher greets the children. Then teacher dialogue, good morning children, how about you? Then B, warm-up activity. Teacher action. Here the teacher shows the picture in page number 16 for picture interaction. Then teacher dialogue. Teacher interacts with the children by asking some questions on the picture. Then mind map. Teacher action. Teacher asks the students about nomads. Nomads means the people who are wandering from one place to other place. In Telugu it is called Sancharulu. Okay. Next, teacher dialogue. Teacher asks Ramu, why are you sad? Ramu replied that my friend Raghu's family left from our town to live in another place due to COVID-19 pandemic. That's why I am sad, ma'am. Teacher writes the responses on the blackboard. Then under introduction part, the next one is D, under that announcement of topic. Here the teacher action is teacher announce the topic migration of people. Teacher dialogue. Now let's start a discussion on migration of people. In presentation. Under that A, reading. Teacher has to follow 3 steps reading strategy. Then keywords, migration, poverty, and natural calamities. Then conceptual understanding. Under that teacher action is teacher asks the following. Teacher dialogue. First activity. Under conceptual understanding, first activity, what is migration? What are the advantages and disadvantages of migration? Then activity 2. If you meet a migrated family in your village, what type of questions would you ask them to find out the reasons for migration? Then activity 3. Find out the information of migrated people and record their experiences. These are comes under that one. Next, practicing skills. Under that practicing skills, activity 1, teacher action is draw a mind map showing the reasons for migration. Then teacher dialogue, draw a mind map with 5 or 6 reasons for migration. One of the example is given below, that is reasons for migration. One reason is cyclone. The remaining reasons they have to mention here. Then activity 3, under the practicing skill, activity 2. Teacher calls the students and asks them to create a conversation. Then activity 3, teacher action. Teacher gives the individual task to the students. Teacher dialogue. Students observe migrated families in your village or town because of COVID-19 and their experiences. Then sum up. Teacher sum up the lesson and instructs the children to do workbook activity. Then reflections. Teacher has to record his or her reflections after completion of this period plan. These reflections that are useful to the teacher to improve her way of teaching. Then how did students learn in my class today? Which activity is good? Who needs my help the most? That is about the period plan. Then the TLM here I used, or these are my own drawings. These are flashcards showing the migration of the people from one place to other places. Then I draw these flashcards using black pen and blue pen. This is the newspaper news come in newspapers. Then he is one and only the person who is villain in movies and a hero outside. That is one and only the person, that is Sonu Sudu. Hats off to Sonu Sudu for helping the needy people. Okay, stay tuned for upcoming portfolios. Thank you one and all. This portfolio presented by G. Lakshmi Nasama, IGT, MPPS, Guttur, Anantapur, Penkonda, Andhra Pradesh.